question number 181, which states select the correct option with respect to living state. So students, NCERT में भी ये लिखा है that living state is a non-equilibrium steady state, that is, living process is a constant effort to prevent falling into equilibrium to perform work. So that's why option number 1, 3 and 4 are incorrect, and a correct answer here is option number 2. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 182, which states maximum transport of CO2 in man occurs in which form? So students, in humans CO2 is transported mainly in 3 forms, that is dissolved form in plasma, in the form of carbaminohemoglobin and as bicarbonate ions. So CO2 is transported in dissolved state in plasma in about 7%, and about 70% of CO2 is transported as bicarbonate ions, and about 20 to 25% of CO2 is transported in the form of carbaminohemoglobin, and carboxyhemoglobin forms when carbon monoxide combines with hemoglobin. So here you can see that the maximum transport of CO2 in man occurs in the form of sodium bicarbonate. So that's why option number 1, 3 and 4 are incorrect, and a correct answer here is option number 2. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 183, which states read the following given statements and choose the correct option. So यहाँ पे statement A है absorption of water, some minerals and drugs occurs in large intestine, ये बिल्कुल सही बात है. Statement B यहाँ पे है absorption of water, simple sugars and alcohol occurs in mouth. ये बिल्कुल गलत है because absorption of water, simple sugars and alcohol occurs in stomach, not in mouth. So that's why यहाँ पे statement B गलत हो गया, and यहाँ पे only statement A is correct. So option number 1, 2 and 3 are incorrect, and a correct answer here is option number 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 184, which states how many of the below mentioned structures are the components of human respiratory system. So let's see one by one. Larynx. Now larynx is commonly known as sound box, and it is included in the human respiratory system. So this will be included. Green glands. Now these are present in prawns for excretion. So that's why this will not be included. Bronchi and bronchus are included in human respiratory system. So this too will be included. Tracheoles. Now tracheoles are present in insects like cockroaches for exchange of gases. So that's why this will not be included in human respiratory system. Nasopharynx. Now nasopharynx is the passage for air, and it is the part of human respiratory system. So this will be included. So here 4 structures are included in human respiratory system. So that's why option number 2, 3 and 4 are incorrect, and our correct answer is option number 1, that is 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 185, which states a chronic disorder characterized by damaged alveolar walls due to excessive smoking resulting in reduced respiratory surface is called. So students, in NCERT also it is clearly written that emphysema is a respiratory disorder in which there is damage in alveolar walls and decrease in respiratory surface, and cigarette smoking is one of the major cause for this disorder. So option number 2, 3 and 4 are incorrect, and a correct answer here is option number 1. Now let's move on to section B, starting with question number 186, that states select the incorrect match. So पहला option है GLUT4 matched with enables glucose transport into cells. ये बिल्कुल सही है, so that's why this cannot be our answer. Option number 2 here is receptor matched with sensory reception, smell, taste. This is also true, so that's why this cannot be our answer. Option number 3 here is antibody matched with do not fight against infectious agents. Now this is incorrect as antibody does fight against infectious agents, so this should be our answer. But let's see the other option here. Option number 4 here is trypsin matched with proteolytic enzyme. This is the correct match. So that's why option number 4 is also incorrect, and our correct answer here is option number 3. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 187, which states select the correct match with respect to the factor and its effect on the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. So students, there are several factors which are associated with the shift of oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve either to left side or to the right side. So shifting of oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve to the left side indicates association of oxygen with hemoglobin, while shifting of this curve to the right side indicates dissociation of oxygen from oxyhemoglobin. So shifting to the left side is due to factors like increase in PO2, decrease in PCO2, decrease in H plus concentration, and decrease in temperature. While shifting to the right side of this curve is due to factors like increase in PCO2, decrease in PO2, increase in H plus concentration, and increase in temperature. So now let's see the options. पहला option है high temperature leads to shifts to left. This is incorrect. Option number 2 here is low pH matched with shifts to right. This is now correct as increase in H plus concentration leads to shifting of the curve towards the right side, and increase in H plus concentration means low pH. So this should be our answer, but let's see the other options. Option number 3 here is high H plus concentration shifts to left. This is wrong as this will lead to the shifting to the right side. Option number 4 here is high PO2 leads to shifts to right. This is absolutely wrong. So our correct answer here is option number 2. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 188, which states enzyme that works optimally at pH 7.8 is. So students, at pH 7.8 the enzymes which works are present in intestinal juice, and intestinal juice is also known as succus entericus. So here in options pepsin and renin are present in gastric juice, and it works optimally at pH 1.8. So that's why option number 1 and 2 are incorrect. Salivary amylase is present in saliva and it works at pH 6.8. So that's why option number 3 is wrong. Option number 4 here is nucleotidase. Now nucleotidase is present in intestinal juice and it works optimally at pH 7.8. So that's why our correct answer is option number 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 189, which states read the following statements. Statement A यहाँ पर है dissolving of CO2 in water, which is a physical process, is a catalyzed reaction in the living system. ये बिल्कुल सही statement है. Statement B यहाँ पर है there are no uncatalyzed metabolic conversions in the living system. ये भी बिल्कुल सही है. So यहाँ पे both statements A and B are correct. So, option number 1, 2 and 4 are incorrect and a correct answer here is option number 3. Now, let's move on to next question, that is question number 190, which states, complete the analogy. Aquatic arthropods is to gills, earthworm is to eggs. Choose the correct option for X. So, students, let's see the options. Pehla option hai trachea. Now, trachea is not present in earthworm, it is present in humans. So, option number 1 is wrong. Option number 2 here is moist cuticle. Now, in earthworm, moist cuticle helps in exchange of gases. So, this should be our answer, but let's see the other options. Option number 3 here is book lungs. This is also not present in earthworm, it is present in scorpion, which assist in exchange of gases. So, that's why option number 3 is incorrect. Option number 4 here is book gills. Book gills is present in limulus, that is king crab, which assist in exchange of gases. So, option number 4 is also incorrect and a correct answer here is option number 2.